Welcome to the Savoy. We're actually standing just underneath the absolutely iconic 1930 Savoy sign. It's made of stainless steel with neon letters, and on top of it stands Count Peter of Savoy, who is the person after whom the hotel is named. This is the front hall of the Savoy, which was built in 1904. In fact, part of the reason for the whole development was to give the Savoy an entrance onto the Strand, which is the main road outside the hotel. Outside, on a table, you'll find Casper, our absolutely beautiful Art Deco cat. He was carved from a single piece of wood by a designer called Basil Ionides in about 1927. He's considered to be very lucky for the hotel, and he has various functions, one of which is to join dinners for tables of 13 to make the 14th guest. Well, from the front hall you can get to the American bar. This is the absolutely legendary cocktail bar at the Savoy. The white piano in the middle of the room is quite an important piano for the hotel because that's the piano that was originally played by one of our really famous band leaders, Carol Gibbons. It was his signature piano, and there was a little plaque on it, and now it's here in the bar. Well, we've just walked along an Art Deco corridor on the 8th floor at the Savoy, and we're now in room 860, and this is the suite that is named for Noel Coward. We've actually got 9 signature suites, and they're all named after people who are particularly important guests. So we have, for example, a suite named after Claude Monet, who painted his very famous river views from the Savoy in the 1890s. But I just wanted to point out something quite unusual, and it's the waste paper basket under the desk. It's aluminium, and it's quite a distinctive Art Deco design. And there's a great story that Winston Churchill, on one of his visits, he asked one of the staff if they could send one of those big ashtrays up to Chartwell. What he meant was these waste paper baskets, because of course they're fireproof, so they're perfect for throwing your cigarette ash into. Well, we've just walked into the original block of the Savoy along a much more traditional style corridor, so it can't be much of a surprise when we open the door into this rather beautiful Riverview suite to see that the decoration here is very much as it would have been decorated in the Edwardian period, which is actually the last time that these suites were really given a thorough overhaul. The difference is, of course, that nowadays we've taken the opportunity to install the most up-to-date Wi-Fi systems, flat-screen televisions, air conditioning, but they don't really intrude into what really feels like a very traditional Edwardian sitting room. We wanted to absolutely retain our unique character, but at the same time we wanted the opportunity to really bring the hotel up to date technologically. Well, we've walked through the front hall and we're now going to come down the stairs, which are actually the bridge between the new 1904 and old 1889 parts of the hotel. We've put a new marble floor that continues from the front hall all the way through to the Upper Thames foyer, as you can see. From Savoy Tea and the Upper Thames foyer, we've come down into the Thames foyer proper. Above the gazebo, this amazing new dome which allows natural daylight to flood into this beautiful room. We haven't actually had natural daylight in here for about 60 years. Originally, when this room was built in 1904, there were windows all around the top of the ceiling, but these were covered over during the war because of the blackout, of course. And then in the 1960s, we put a new ceiling in which completely covered over the top of the original ceiling. We're also standing next to the River Restaurant, which is the Savoy's incredibly famous restaurant. As its name implies, it's on the riverside of the building with fabulous views, and it has an added twist in the decoration, which is a leopard print carpet. It always sounds a little startling, but when you see it you realise it's absolutely fabulous, and it fits in with the decorative theme of the room, which now is supposed to give you the idea of the interior of a 1930s transatlantic liner. I think that if someone's looking to come to the hotel and see how beautifully it's been restored, make a booking for afternoon tea. You'll be able to come through Savoy Court into our beautiful Edwardian entrance. You'll walk down into the heart of the hotel and you'll enjoy beautiful afternoon tea in a gorgeous setting. And you can really sit and soak in the atmosphere of the hotel as it's intended to be enjoyed by everyone.